I trust Dr. Eric because I did a ton of research. I'm one of those people that if I'm going to try to better my health or resolve any kind of health issue, I'm going to dig deep. I'm going to read all kinds of medical reviews. I'm going to read books and research those people that are out there making a difference. And so I saw Dr. Eric's book. I read some of the testimonials. What I really loved is that he doesn't try to do it alone. Every day you're getting a different perspective because not everybody has the same symptoms or the same issues. So there's hypothyroidism, there's Graves, there's all kinds of different things. So I love that he doesn't try to tackle it all by himself. Hi there, I'm Robin Miller and I am from Pennsylvania. Before working with Dr. Eric, I was mostly confused. I was living, pretty much with zero symptoms. I didn't realize I had anything going on except for insomnia. I went for an annual physical, and that's when the blood work showed that I was potentially hyperthyroid. They told me to wait 3 months to see if I really was. Went back and the numbers had gone off the charts in that short time. The endocrinologist wanted to instantly put me on medication or surgery. So I did some research, found Dr. Eric. When I was first diagnosed and they told me to wait for 3 months, however long that was, to see if anything changed, if it was just an acute thyroiditis, I still did research, tried a few herbs, but I never really dug deep until I went back and got the actual diagnosis of Graves. And then I just, with all the research, I went right to Dr. Eric and started with his program. What surprised me the most about working with Dr. Eric was that huge team of experts that he has, the resources that he has. For example, I was listening to one of the doctors at a seminar last week, and after his interview, I went and looked him up and read all about, the kinds of research that he's doing. So it's like nonstop information. And I wasn't aware that I was going to be getting, weekly updates. Are you having this issue? Are you having this issue? Is it your eyes? Is it your sleep? Obviously, we talked about diet and all the other things that you know that you're going to try to do. Lifestyle, stress relief, diet. There was so much more that I didn't know. And the other thing that surprised me when we first started was the amount of testing that we did that no endocrinologist even considered. I went to 2 endocrinologists right away and instantly wanted 2 opinions. None of them wanted to do hair samples, saliva, stool, tons of blood work. I learned so much about my body and what was going on. Since working with Dr. Eric, it's only been about 7 months. I feel like I'm on the right track. I get blood work done every 5 weeks. I'm tracking it. My antibodies are going in the right direction. I've been on the AIP diet, so I'm pretty strict with that. I love it. I feel great. So I'm going to stick with that. I'm doing all the herbal supplements that Dr. Eric recommended. My sleep has gotten better. I've added magnesium and chamomile before bed. I feel like I'm getting stronger. I would recommend Dr. Eric to a friend or family member because, first of all, he gets it, had Graves, he's in remission, and he cares about each and every one of us as individuals. You have your calls that are scheduled with Dr. Eric and other members of his team. But I've had questions when I've gotten blood work back. And I had an ultrasound last week I had a question about. I sent him an email and he responded the next morning. So I do feel like he's there for me, unlike the endocrinologist who not on board all the time. I just feel like I have a team behind me, and not just Dr. Eric, but him and everyone that works with him. I just feel like I have support. And that's important.